Hi. I just love logging on and already seeing people here. Hi, David, Brenda, Robert, glad you're here tonight. Lori, Gina will be here soon. Robert, she is running a little bit late. Hello, everybody. My computer is not booting, and so I hope that is not indicative of your signal on my end. I'm glad that you guys are here. Let me see if I can find me and so that I can see you here instead of having to do like that to read comments. I'm here, Michael. Good to see you. And Bandit's here too. And he's always, look at him. He's just like, Mom, who are you talking to? He never gets this on this end. He never understands. I feel so bad for him. He's like, once a week we yell, why, Mom? You're such a good boy. All right, let me see if I can find it on here. Everybody tell me how your weekend was. No, I mean your week. It's coming up on the weekend and what you have planned for the weekend. I don't know if I can find it or not. It's not cooperating. It's okay, baby. I'm not yelling. I'm just yelling at them. I wish I could see him, but he lays down and you can't see him if he lays down, but he lays down like, what do I do? And he keeps trying to do all of his tricks that he's learning and he just can't get there from here. Let me see if I can get this fired up on here. If not, I'll have to just do this all night and read over there. It looks like I might have to do that, you guys. I can't get my computer to cooperate, and it is probably me, not the computer. I'm just saying. So let me call up at least that. Okay, so that means, though, that I got to keep sticking my finger up there, and I don't want to do that. I just can't get it to work. Yay, trailer repairs finally happening. And Debra is one of my patrons, and I saw on there that Cynthia has been practicing backing up. And you guys, I'm so behind. I haven't even caught up with all my patrons yet, and I just saw Joni say hi. And anyway, so this weekend, I hope to be sitting long enough to be able to get caught up, because I was sitting, but I was sick. I was like sprawled out on this bed, and I'm feeling better. I had a cold or something, and I had a fever, but I didn't have any of the symptoms that they're, to get all worried about and everything. It was just a cold, and you could tell I still kind of have it. But so anyway, my fever broke, and oh yeah, my Texas t-shirt, that's part of tonight's topics. But this is from my my niece and her daughters, which would be my niece. Cold did with me. Okay, buffering. I know. I hope it doesn't keep doing that. I don't know why it did. I'm at a county park in the middle of a huge city. I mean, like you wouldn't believe. It's so, no, you're not the only one, and I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's doing that, because it shouldn't be. Anyway, yeah, the excitement of the week. But Debra, congratulations on getting your trailer repaired. No, I am in the middle of a huge city, you guys, and I'm near a country club. There's a Starbucks across the street. It just shouldn't be buffering, and so I'm so sorry. I don't know why it is. It looks like it may have come back. Maybe they just had a temporary problem. I don't know. Let me see if I can get this to load. All right, let's go there. And so let's see. Yeah, it's better now. Oh, I got to mute this. Oh, look, can y'all see Bandit? Can y'all see Bandit? He's like, Mom, I've got you in stereo. Okay, I'll mute this now. It freaked him out for a minute because he could hear. Okay, so now I can see you guys. Yay! I don't know why it was doing that at first. But, okay, you refreshed and it came back. Well, thank you, Susan and Karen, saying it's not my fault. I try, though, to get a good signal because I know how frustrating it is to be watching something and it buffers. And I don't want you guys being frustrated with me. So, thank you. I'm glad it's okay. So, speaking of you guys and how awesome you are, I am nationwide new nomadic. It's good to see you on here. I forgot to tell you when we were texting earlier, or remind you about my live chat. Talking about you guys and how awesome you are. Last week I said that I was donating my contributions on the Friday Night Live Super Chat tips to my friend Sharon, who is battling. They raised $100 for her, and I am so grateful to you. And that will go directly. She wanted me to tell you that that will go directly toward her cancer treatments, and that she thanks each of you from the bottom of her heart. And so she is. Uh, so anyway, she is very grateful, and I'm indebted to you for that. Thank you. Yay, Gina, you made it. You're okay, hun. You're not that late. I'm just now getting my act together, and Bandit's crashed. I wish y'all could see him. There's no way for me to get him in my head in, unless I lay on the bed. I guess I can do that, but he's just down here chilling. He's right there. Y'all can almost see him. I need just a little bigger camera lens. So hi, Cindy. So good to see everybody on here. And let's see what else is next. Oh, I already told you a little bit at the beginning that my foot is itching like crazy. That's allergy. Bandit, you can't roll on my computer, buddy. You can't roll on my computer. He's like trying to root. You know how dogs root around with their nose? He's trying to root around, and he's like rooting right out where my table is. And it's like, nope, you can't do that. Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all about this Texas shirt. But first let me tell you, I've been sick. Topic number 2 tonight. If y'all ever look in the video description and in the pinned comment, I have the topics. And after the video is over, Joan, one of my moderators, sends me the timestamps, and I go back and put that on there so you can fast forward to those particular topics if you want. So topic 2 tonight is that I've been sick, and I was telling you a little bit about it, a cold or whatever. I'm not sure, but my fever broke during the night last night, and I was able to drive today because I was thinking I'm not going to drive, which would have put me behind because I'm already 2 days behind schedule. And I'm like, I'm not going to drive if I've got fever. I'm going to go to a clinic and find out what's going on. But the fever broke, and I've just got a cold or something, and so I'm heading on. And yeah, Bandit loves, I almost called him Bentley, my late dog. Bandit loves to root. And anyway, so I am now out of Texas, but I can't share with you where because of stupid trolls. You guys, you know, I'm not going to give them any time, but there's a couple of videos out there that are encouraging people to shoot me and to blow my van up, and they're actually videos, and we're reporting them. My friends and family are reporting them. Why Google and YouTube? There's one of these guys that put up this video, and this is his 6th channel because he keeps getting shut down. And I don't know why such people even exist or why they have such hate in their heart, but I wish I could share more with you guys. I would if I could, but it's just not safe in this day and age because of whack jobs, and so I can't. But I am safe and sound, and I have a lot of people that love me, and yeah, I'm glad it's just a cold too. I'm like trying to read, and yeah, I am serious, and I'm going to share the videos with my patrons so that they can report them, but I'm not going to share it publicly because I'm not giving them that kind of time and energy. So there you go. and so they just don't get into my life. I've got too much going on, and I'm too blessed, and I've got too much positive. So Bandit and I are just happy. But I can't share with you where I am. But I'm thinking I may have gotten a cold because I was with my family. You know, last week I got to see Lollapalooza, Lost on Land again, Lola and Vicky Van Gogh, and had my meetup, and got to see my nephew and people at Cedar Hill State Park, and Steve, and before that in Austin I got to see all kinds of people. And then this last week, I went to my sister's house. Now, she's my stepsister, but she and I don't differentiate. She is, yeah, Bandit will, yeah, he looks real fierce, doesn't he? Bandit will eat anybody that tries to do anything. He eats his mama. That's coming up story 2, but he bit me yesterday again. But, so I can't let him mouth on me. If y'all think I'm being mean to him by not playing with him, I'm not. I just can't. He right now he just wants to use his mouth for everything, and I can't let him do that. But anyway, yes, they do get fixated, and I don't know why, and I don't care. But Anyway, see, now I forgot what I was saying. That's why I can't do, like, Rusty does unedited videos, and he just talks to y'all about stuff and then puts it out there, and they're great. But I'm like, squirrel, and then y'all never know what I'm talking about, and it's like, oh, another squirrel, and oh, something shiny, and I think people would just go, they'd be like inside my head, and they'd be crazy like I am if I tried to do like straight talk. This tonight I have to have topics, and I still get off track, and anyway, I am safe. I do watch out, Bandit. No, you can't bite me. No bite. Good boy. Anyway, so my wife does that. I'm used to it. I love that. That's hilarious. Yeah, a lot of people speak Debra and can follow me, but I can't. No, we're not going to play that game. You stay off, Mama, if you're going to bite. No. All right, so he'll stay down there for a little bit. I'll try some more unedited. I put up a real short one today, and I didn't say half of what I wanted to because I forgot what I was going to say because people started coming to the lake where we were, and I got distracted, and it's like less than 2 minutes, and I had like 5 things I wanted to share. But anyway, that was just it. What it was. Oh, that's what I was going to share. So I was at my stepsister's, Cherie, and you guys, especially if you're patrons, you know Elizabeth, my niece, and she has been on a couple of videos, and her husband Cody and their trailer. Just recently I shared about meeting them because they were in Albuquerque for the balloon festival. And so anyway, so Elizabeth, that's my stepsister's daughter. Elizabeth is my niece, and my stepsister and I don't differentiate. We call ourselves sisters, and that's how we feel, and that's how we are. And so the last day, I was leaving there on Monday. No bite. Thank you. Good boy. I was leaving there. I'm sorry, y'all, but I have a hole in my thumb right now because he bit me yesterday, so I can't let him get by with that. And sticky notes are the bomb. They don't work for me. But no, index cards and notes, you guys, we went through all of that in TBI rehab on what might work and what might not work. And I'm going to do a video pretty soon about some of the tools I use. But right now, what I have is I sent my topics to my moderators and by email, and I have that email open and I'm following it. So that's how I track it. Let's see. Now I forgot. Oh no, I clicked on, see, when I picked that up, I clicked on something I didn't mean to. So hang on, I gotta find my topics again. See, I squirrel. Let's see. Oh, so the last day, Monday, when I was at my sister's, I was about 30 minutes away from rolling out of her driveway, and she is a teacher, and she had gone to school, and everybody in the household had gone to work. And I was about 30 minutes away from rolling away. My sister calls me. Well, it's like mid-morning, and I knew she wouldn't be calling mid-morning because she's a teacher and and she just doesn't do that. So I hurried up and answered, and my niece and nephew have been in a car accident on 635, and if you're familiar with Dallas at all, 635 is a bad thing. Oh, thank you, Joni's RV Journey. I have a story about Starbucks here in a minute. That is staying way over there, and I'll tell y'all why here shortly. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. And let's see, paper towels. One roll of paper. I wish I could read and talk too, but I can't. Yeah, anyway, Dallas traffic. And so they were in an accident, and all that we had been told, I thought that my niece had texted her sister, my other niece, and told her that the car was totaled. But she had called, and it was my other niece that texted that got hold of my sister. And so what we had been told by the paramedics via my other niece was that the car had been totaled and that they were being taken to the hospital. Well, it turns out that wasn't the case, but but we were panicked because one, my sister and that family, they lost Paul, my sister's husband, long time husband. I think they've been married 21 years when he died, and to a drunk driver. And so this was traumatic for the whole family. And so I didn't leave, obviously, that day. And we spent the day in the hospital, and I'm happy to report that my niece and my nephew, they're banged up and they're bruised up, but they're okay. And the car can be repaired. And so I know Bandit just wants to be on camera. Well, he can't be on camera if he sits down there. So I'll try to hold him up so y'all can see him. Anyway, so they're okay, but I didn't leave Monday, but I'm thinking I picked up a cold or something while I was at the hospital. And hubby sneezed in the store. Oh, that's too funny, Gina. Yeah, I tell you what, we were in the hospital, and all of us, I've got a picture of us all wearing masks. I was like, put these on, because there was so many people in that in that hospital coughing and everything. And so we all four had our mask on, but they were the people that were coughing are the ones that should have had their mask on. But that's funny, Gina, about somebody yelling, sneezing. So anyway, I think that's where I got my cold. And I don't know if Elizabeth is on here or not. My sister just texted me, so I know she's not on here. And yeah, and I'm thinking, because I've been in an area where there's a lot of rain, and I was in a forest, and probably a lot of dust. Baby boy, you can't play with your mouth. You just can't play with your mouth. I'm sorry, you can't do it. I'm thinking mine's just probably allergy related too, but I don't know what the fever was about. So anyway, enough about that. Good Lord, I didn't mean to go on and on and on. And I just want to say that, everybody this week, I know so many people. Sandy Jam Van, she went off the road in an ice storm last week, and my friend Dennis had 2 funerals to go to this week. Another friend, the one that I was at her house on the lake that y'all got to see last week or week before last. There's the picture for the live chat is from her house on the lake. Her daughter-in-law had a stroke. And it, and is going to be okay, is still in recovery. Robert's cousin, her husband is in the hospital with a heart attack and a stent and everything. 2 of my friends have cancer. It's just like, life happens, and I know each of you on here have a story, and I know I'm missing some, and I apologize for that. I just can't remember them all, but I'm trying to honor right now that everybody has a story. We've all got stuff going on, and I just want everybody to know that regardless of what the trolls do, regardless of the hate and the bickering and everything that's going on in the world, that my channel is a safe place, and it will always be a positive place, and that I am so blessed to have gotten to see my friends and family that I got to see this last week, because we all know life can change in seconds and inches. That's all it's all about, and that's all we have. And so I've just been so blessed to be on this epic 2020 road trip, and it's just amazing. And my dog keeps wanting to sit on my computer. Stop it. You're being a patootie. You're being a patootie. Stop it. So now he's like, I'm sorry, Mom. Anyway, seconds and inches, that's what it boils down to. So viewer questions, I kind of segued into that about viewer questions. I didn't really get any viewer let's see, seconds and inches. I don't know what it is, Deborah, that you're saying is worse than the flu fatality wise, but percentage wise, if y'all are talking about the coronavirus, so far, no. There's been far more deaths and more contaminations of people with the flu than that virus. So I just looked that up today because I've been sick, and I wanted to know. And so everybody's panicking over that, and it hadn't even gotten close to holding a candle to actual flu contaminations and everything yet. So you guys still be careful and stay away from people like me till you know. Listen to me, I can hear me talking through my ears. But anyway, I don't know what y'all are talking about. I feel so behind. I'm sorry. I've missed something. But Gina, I'll take it to you to give me apples if there's something I need to know. So I'm going to move on because I'll get stuck reading and then I won't talk to you guys. And so anyway, I didn't really have, what have you got there? Have you got a tick? No, it's just a clump on his fur. He gets the tablets and everything anyway, but I was like, oh no, he's got something on his fur, but he doesn't. So I didn't really have any viewer questions this week. Nobody really asked anything. Of course, I'm behind because I was sick on putting up videos. So anyway, I just shared some about stuff viewers have going on instead of viewer questions. So in case you're wondering what that segment was. And so speaking of that, so tonight, Noreen isn't able to join us as a moderator. And so, you know, not all of my moderators can be online all of the time. He's wanting down. Y'all hold on. Okay, go. And so I'm going to ask if anybody wants to be a moderator, and you can use a laptop, not just your phone, and go back and forth and share links when I need you to. So you would have to have multiple tabs open and grab links. And if y'all can hear him, he's playing with his toys and he shakes his head and he throws them up in the air, and that's what he's doing. Anyway, so just if you are interested in being a moderator and you can use your laptop and copy and paste multiple tabs at a time, please email me and let me know. And if one of my moderators will put up my email, I'd appreciate it. It is tbivangirl@gmail.com. And so I am feeling better. RV Butterfly, thank you. I'm sorry that you've been sick too. There's a lot of people that have been, but it was the fever that just I couldn't get. I slept like 15 hours. It was insane. And thank you, C. Martell. I'm glad, Sil, I'm glad to be feeling better too, and I'm looking forward to meeting you, sweetheart. Thank you for putting that up, Robert. Okay, so let me do a quick bandit update. I know ticks are already out. It's crazy. I mean, I know it's already March, but I'm not used to having ticks already. Thank you for sharing that, Robert. Let's see. Where was I? I have to travel for a little while after this tonight. Well, I'm going to just jump. This is not on topic. I'll get to Bandit's update in a minute. This is off topic. There is no topic. So, all right. First of all, I don't know if she's on here tonight. I haven't seen her. Oh shoot, cute friend. Met her for lunch. Been with me forever. Susan. Gosh, I couldn't come up with the name. Susan. When I met her in the Austin area, we met at Cracker Barrel, and thank you, Sil. Anyway, she gave me a gift card to Starbucks, and so I got a Starbucks tonight, guys. It's half full. First of all, I got a chocolate thingy, and I thought it was on special, and so I thought I'd be frugal and do a special and get the special and save money. And I don't really like it that much, but it's only there because half of it went all over the van. I don't even know how I did it. Anyway, half of it went all over the van. Some of it landed on my coats. It stained one of my coats. It's the most expensive drink ever because of all this. So probably ruined one of my shirts that hangs up because it's black and white check, and I don't think it's going to come out of that white part of the black and white check. My privacy curtain that goes across the back was, when I have it hanging up without it draped all the way across, it is on the floor a couple of inches, and so that got soaked, and I'm probably gonna have to cut that off and rehem it, and maybe even buy some more material to put on the bottom of it. So that's gonna cost me, and it ruined the shirt that I was wearing, but it let me. So I can't walk and talk and chew gum at the same time. That's why y'all don't get unedited videos. But oh, thank you, Lori. I'm sorry it's not showing up. She says she sent me a super chat tip via email, and I don't know why it's not showing up, you guys. There it is. I can't have multiple tabs open. It's like multitasking, and that's what I'm sharing that I can't do. I was trying to hurry and get ready for the live chat and find a place to park and find a place with good signal and get Bandit walked. And anyway, blah, blah, blah. It just went everywhere. So I lost a shirt, probably a jacket shirt, the hem of my curtain, and then I had to clean all that up. And so I got to change shirts, though, into this cool shirt that my niece gave me, and I'll tell you about that. I want to go back to, that's part of the weekly spotlight. I'll go back to the Bandit update. Okay, so he is doing better, but y'all can't, I know y'all can't see that. No, you're not gonna be able to see it. There's a hole right there. See, y'all can't see it. It's so tiny. See, it's tiny. It's not anything really bad to worry about. You can't even hardly see it if you're not on camera. But anyway, he bit me yesterday because I accidentally stepped on him. So he probably deserved it. But I accidentally stepped on him. He was underneath my feet. And so when I went to comfort him, you know, because that's just instinct, right away I wanted to comfort my baby boy and say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And as soon as I put my hands down, you know, he got me good. And, oh, good, you can see it? Well, I mean, not that it's good you can see a bite, but it's not bad. And anyway, it broke the skin, but it wasn't bad at all. But he just, when he's in pain or, okay, I'll tell you more about the sippy cup in a minute. Let me finish this Bandit story. Gina, if I forget, remind me to come back for the sippy cup, please. Okay, so if he is in pain or if he gets scared, he still lashes out. And I know a lot of dogs do, but I'm used to my dogs that didn't at all. And so you know, that's when they would come to me for the most help. And so I don't know if he's ever going to get out of that or not. And my trustee is not happy that he keeps biting me. And I'm not getting rid of him, so I'm not sure what we're going to do. I've just got to learn when to stay away from him, and hopefully one day he'll get over this. He's trying to play, and he's throwing toys at me right now. Anyway, I hope he'll get over that. So here's something adorable about him. So we were at this beautiful state park, and those of you that saw my little 2-minute video today, you got to probably see that. But I will take care of it. This one wasn't too bad. I mean, I still have scars. I don't know. Can you know, you see that one? That's like 2 months old, and he went all the way through the flesh on that one and down into the muscle, and so it can be you know, he can get fierce, and no, I haven't put hot sauce on my hands. There's no time. I mean, he's okay 1 second and the next second he's not. It's not like I can go, oh wait, don't do anything, I got to go put hot sauce on my hands. That would be a good thing, though. That would probably teach him. But it's not moments like that it happens. It's when he's scared or something has happened and he panics. Here, let me have the chicken. Let me have it. Let me have the chicken. Come here. He has the chicken out, Mike and Cindy. I was going to try to squawk it so you could hear it, but he's playing with it. He won't let me have it. So here's the adorable thing. So we were in this state park, and it just had these big oak leaves, and we had a big storm come through, and so there were just millions of leaves everywhere all over the park, because the ones that had died during the winter, because spring is starting, and so they're starting to fall anyway. And this storm just made the rest of them come down. So there's just like 2 feet of leaves, like big huge oak leaves everywhere, and we're going for a walk and they start blowing. And you guys, I remember when he first saw blowing grass, just grass moving he was like, Arr! He didn't know what that was, and now he doesn't bark at it anymore. And so the same thing, these leaves start blowing across the park and across the road, and my little baby boy lost it. And he lost it so bad he peed. He gets scared. He gets so scared that sometimes he'll pee and he just shivers, and he didn't know what those blowing leaves were. And so we worked through that, and I'm proud of him because it didn't take very long. I sat down beside him and you know, soothed him, and we watched him, and I'd pick some up and throw them, and he now chases them and plays with them, and it's adorable. But they go. See here, see what he's been playing with. Here we go. He's got it and shaking it now. He loves that thing. Anyway, and so it's such fun to see him when he learns new things and his growth and everything. It might have been, no, his warning bites, he'll just do, but when he bites, he breaks skin and he holds on. And let's see. Thank you, Lauri. He has come a long way, and I'm just not gonna get rid of him. Double as a pin cushion. I do, and it makes me sad. And I hope he never does anything where he hurts me, because he would never mean to intentionally. I mean, it's just from his past, and I try to be careful, Roseanne, and I can tell when he is, I can tell when he's okay, and that's the only time I let him around my face. And the other times has been when he's bitten me really bad, has been when he's been in pain or he's scared, and I don't get my face near him at those times. And so he's still biting. If he ever hurts me really bad, my trustee probably won't leave me an option but to get rid of him, but that'll break my heart. And so I try not to think of that. I can't even look at that or think about that, and I just keep working with him in the meantime, hoping that will never come. And I'm just going to hold that will never happen, and it's all going to be good. So there you go. That was the Bandit update. That was a long update. Yeah, I can't imagine what life was like for him being chained up and dropped in a pit and everything. So, thank you, Gina. Yeah, Gina's been with me around him, and I appreciate that. It's so funny. This is off topic too, but no, I'm not going to give up on him at all. But if he ever hurt me really bad, my trustee probably would make me get rid of him. But like right now, he's not scared, he's not hurting or anything, and so I don't worry about him when he's like this. I don't worry at all. But if he gets scared or in fear, I have to keep my face away, and I try to get my hands out of the way as fast as possible. Just like the other day, I wasn't fast enough. But yes, time will help, and I think it's going to be okay. You know, that's it. Gina's saying that she can vouch for how careful I'm being. So this is off topic, but I just got to say, you know, it cracks me up that what all the trolls and everything say. They act like nobody knows me in person, that they can say all these things about me. It's like my family is on here. I've got lifelong friends on here. My primary health care provider is one of my subscribers and comments on here. And you know, it's like if I was guilty of being the con artist and everything that they accuse me of, man, y'all, yeah, you know, there's a lot of people in on that. I just think people don't think things through, and the same thing with Bandit. I have people that tell me, and I'm saying all this because I want to tell you how much I appreciate those of you that support me with Bandit, because I have people tell me all the time that maybe I should get rid of him and everything, and not my friends and family that are like, you know, it may not work out, you need to be prepared for that. I'm not talking about the people that love me and are looking out for me. I'm talking about the trolls and the haters that are like, you got to get rid of that dog, or I've gotten rid of some that tell me, you know, you need to have him euthanized and all that, so I just really appreciate everybody, and I'm always authentic, and I'm always transparent about everything, and so I let you know when he's still biting and everything, and I let you know the progress that we're making week to week, and I really appreciate the support. So yes, Rita, and that's what I wanted to say. You know, this little boy, leaves scared him to death and made him pee. Can you imagine how brave he is being and learning to trust and trying so hard to love, and that's all he wants to do. And so I'm just so proud of him because he's just such an example of love and courage. Oh, thank you, Gina. Carol has asked if I found a new doctor. I have, and I see them in October. I'm kind of making a big loop in the United States and going through and seeing them in October. And Dr. Lauri is working with me until then. And so I'm very blessed by that. And I want to make sure that everything works out with this doctor before I announce who it is and everything. And so, that's for primary. And then even Gina has some recommendations of some doctors in Nevada that when I see my primary that we'll get for my specialist, because I have to have both for insurance and everything. So anyway, so I at least have the primary picked out and or lined up and seeing them in October. Rita, I just read where you asked if the botched surgery could be making his bladder weak. No, he just gets scared and piddles, kind of like, you know, scared the pee out of him. But I had him checked out twice since he had his corrective surgery, he's doing great on that. And so, yeah, Deborah, I've talked to the doctor's office twice, and I really like them. I think we're even probably going to do a video about some of the TBI questions some people have. And, oh, Christine, yeah, dog. I had a friend whose dog would throw up when it was scared. I started calling him Bentley again. He just pees. And so raised by wolves, and I'm starting to read again instead of talking. Okay, so I'll go back to my topic. Squirrel. I'm glad y'all speak, Deborah. Okay, that was a long Bandit update and with some side notes. Okay, weekly spotlight. All right, you guys. Oh, I've had Bandit since I got Bandit on September 28th, which is the same day that I got Fancy Free. I got Bandit on September 28th. I got Fancy Free in 2015 and Bandit in 2019. And they're both 4 years old. So I gave Bandit the birth date of when I moved, my launch date when I was in Fancy Free full time and headed out on the road, and that was October 8th. So he has 2 dates in common with Fancy Free. And so anyway, September 28th is when I got him. That's how I can remember. And October 8th is his birthday, 2015. So, okay, thank you. I will look at emails after the chat. Yes, I mean, when I got him, I couldn't even, he wouldn't even let me touch him when he ate. Well, not just touch him when he ate. I couldn't move. He would attack me from across the van. And now he waits on command to eat. He lets me sometimes, if he's doing really well that day and having a good day, I will even keep my hand on the bowl while he eats to accustom him to that. I can see he's doing really good right now, so I will pick his hand up, and he didn't like that. But he used to not, I could not do that at all without him going into a full attack. So he has come just such a long, long way. Oh, the sippy cup. All right, so I told y'all, half went all over everywhere. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to put this into my sippy cup because I have one. You don't need to send me one, Michael. But so I thought, well, I'm going to pour it into my sippy cup, and I was pouring and missed, and I'm going to take a sip. God, I love Starbucks. Anyway, even when it's not a drink I normally like, it's a good stuff. You can't have it though because it's got chocolate in it. And anyway, I missed the sippy cup. Yeah, no, so that's why it's not in a sippy cup. It's because the sippy cup needs cleaning because I missed it. And anyway, So I don't know what it was with me and Starbucks tonight, but it did not go well. All right, so let's see, what else? Brought him onto YouTube. I'm not sure what y'all are talking about, so I'll go on to the next one. All right, weekly spotlight. All right, so yes, it does take time, and y'all know that my trustee would never ask me to give this dog up because he knows how much I love Bandit and how good Bandit is for me. It would only happen if Bandit did something horrific to me, and it's my responsibility to make sure that doesn't happen. And it's okay. It's all good. And I probably shouldn't even have brought that up because it's not going to happen. I won't let it. He's okay. Y'all don't worry. Oh, good. You're following Bandit on Instagram. I'm behind this week because of my niece and nephew getting in a car wreck and then me getting sick. But I'm behind on that. Sippy cups and cattle guards. I don't do well with them. And I don't know about what it was about Starbucks tonight. Bendito. No bite. He's just playing. He does it right now, but I just can't let him do anything with his mouth on chewing me. And all his chew toys are down on the floor. Okay, so all right. So a lot of people are going to wonder why I'm sharing this, and I'll just tell you up front. I'm writing it in a book. I have been commissioned to write my story, and so I am working with a coach. Okay, how do I do this? How much time? I don't want to waste y'all's time talking about stuff, but okay, so when I was in TBI rehab, one of the things that they ask you that what is the number one thing that you skill, task, hobby, anything that you don't want to lose? And for me, it was a toss-up between my house and writing. And so I thought, even if I lose my house, I don't want to lose writing. And at the time, I was really struggling. Oh, thank you, Gina. I really appreciate that. I'll never get mad at you, Michael. I know you love me. Michael and Cindy are my cousins, you guys, and they speak Debra better than anybody. And let's see. So anyway, and so I said writing, and so they hooked me up with and I may have already shared this, I can't remember, but they hooked me up then with a writing coach, and the name of her company was Write for Healing, like WRITE, Write for Healing, and her name is Angelique. And at the time, she was out of Chicago. Is that right? Or New Jersey? Oh God, I can't remember. I'm sorry, you guys. New Jersey. She was out of New Jersey. Anyway, so we did it online, and we did weekly sessions while I was in TBI rehab, New Jersey. Thank you, Robert. And so then while I was in TBI rehab, I'm hurrying now because of the time. Anyway, so while I was in TBI rehab, we worked together, and I was really close to getting my. I was writing short stories for her, and so then when it came time, you okay? It came time for me to get out of TBI rehab. I was in there a little over 3 months, and I had like 6 stories written, and she wanted me to put it together in a book. And so she worked with me for a few months after I got out of TBI rehab, just out of the goodness of her heart, because insurance no longer was paying her. And she helped me write, and you'll see in Kaleidoscope 9 that it is published by or edited. I don't remember how I put it in there, but anyway, for Write for Healing. So that's who Angelique is. And so now I have hired her to work with me weekly to help me get my story published. And I'm still writing on my series that the third book. It's a lot of words tonight. The third book on the which is my third book, which is the second in the series on the road. I've already gotten 3 of the 5 stories written on it. So I'm working on that too. But I haven't been able to do YouTube and writing. YouTube is kind of all consuming. But I'm figuring it out. No worries, I'm figuring it out. And Robert had a good suggestion the other day. He said to start writing, what Midnight do? I saw somebody, Midnight Run Kennel. I can't keep up with what y'all are saying. I'm sorry. Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shoot. Shoot. I forgot where I was. Oh, Robert had a good, you wrote down? Okay. Off. A suggestion that I start writing in the morning before I do anything. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. I'm getting so lost tonight. What? You got to make up your mind. You got to make up your mind. What do you want to do? And, oh, good, Midnight Fun Kennel. Good for you. Yay, rescues rock. Yes, squirrel, sorry. Phyllis has been taking care of Buddy for me. Why have you been not been taking care of Buddy? I'm lost. Anyway, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Email me, please, Doug, and let me know what you're talking about. Let me know what you're talking about Buddy. Okay. I think I may be done because I can't remember what I keep talking about. Must not matter much. Thank you, Ann. Right, first thing in the AM. Oh, hi! I need to get back to you, Cindy. Congratulations on backing up your trailer. I saw that this afternoon after I stopped driving for a little bit. Oh yes, writing first thing in the morning, and then, but I'm afraid I won't get YouTube and Patreon done. I'm already behind as it is. And but I miss writing so much. So anyway, now I'm going to be working with Angelique on Mondays, and that will help. So anyway, I just, Doug, dang it, Doug, I don't like hearing things like that online. I mean, but I should be hearing that, Doug, by email or something. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I wish I had known. Just visit with everyone when you can't remember. Okay, that'll work. Love Huskies. All my fur babies have been rescues. Yeah, Doug, I wish I'd known. And I wish I weren't hearing that online for the first time, honey. Love you and sending you prayers and hugs. And oh, thank you, Sandy. That's so sweet. So anyway, I just said all of that to say I hope to be able to write. I'd gotten to where I couldn't write for 6 or 7 months, and now I can, and so I want to, and am planning on doing that. And we'll see how it goes. And having said all that, so I guess I'm hedging because I'm a little bit, don't know how you guys will take this, but I got to see my mother while I was in the Dallas area. My mother is 93 years old, and yes, she's still living, and she is still living by herself. She is still in an apartment by herself. She's not even in assisted living, and I'm very proud of her for that. But my mother and I are not close for a lot of reasons, and I won't go into that online here tonight because it's going to be in my book, and you can find out about more then. But I will tell you that my mother had, my sister that I've already told you is my stepsister, but my sister and some of my nieces and everything, we met over at Mother's apartment. And Mother had this big, huge package of pictures for Cherie. And she said that my other sister, Sandra, had been helping her go through pictures, and that's what they had set aside. that belonged to Cherie from growing up and everything. And I was like, oh, wow, that is so cool, Mother. Yay. Do you have any pictures for me? She said, oh, no, we haven't been able to find any of you. I was like, okay. Okay. I mean, what do you say to that? And so the other thing, before I tell y'all the big, and this is the weekly spotlight. And so the other thing that I'll tell you before I share the big weekly spotlight is that for the first year that I was on the road, I've now been on the road for 5 years full time in Fancy Free. And the first year that I was on the road, I had a storage unit. And I went back home at the end of year 1 to get rid of the storage unit. And I took pictures of everything that meant a lot to me. I gave as much as I could to family that wanted stuff. And a lot of people didn't want stuff. And so a lot of it got thrown away. Well, in all of that, I evidently threw away a bunch of stuff from my birth father, who was killed when I was 11 months old. And I have always regretted it. I've always been, you know, like I can't believe I did that and blah, blah, blah. Well, you guys, 2 things. Y'all see this pillow right here? This little pillow might not look like much, but I was at my stepsister Cherie's over the weekend. And I'm going to quit calling her my stepsister now because she's just my sister. And anyway, go over here. Go over there. And I spent 5 weeks in hospice with her dad, my dad, her birth dad, and my stepdad. And I would go to work, and I would go home, and I would shower, and I would go to the VA and spend the night with him. And I did that every night for 5 weeks, and I'd get up the next morning and go home and shower and change clothes and go to work. And so the only time I was home was to shower and change clothes. And this, I took him this pillow from my house, and you can see, can y'all see, see this? See, where it was a pillow sham, and it was behind his head, and it kept sliding out from behind his head. And so the nurses brought me, this is sutures, suture material. The nurses brought me suture material, and I sewed this up. And in this was in my great niece's room, and they let me have it back. And because I thought I had lost this pillow, and we don't know how it ended up in my great niece's room, and it doesn't matter. And it was so gracious of them to let me have it. And so I've got my dad with me, my stepdad, the only man I ever called dad, with me. And I'm just so grateful for this pillow. So that's what my sister gave. One of the things my sister gave me, and I'll set that there right now. And then the other thing is, are y'all ready, you guys? She saw me throwing away things back when I told you in the story about the storage unit and everything, and I was just boxing stuff up to throw away like crazy because I had told my family, if you want anything, come get it by this date because I have to be out by noon, and at 11 o'clock I'm going to start throwing things away. And she saved a lot of stuff, but the thing is, my dad's wedding book and my dad's funeral book. Now this is her birth father, my stepfather, and this is my birth father that was killed when I was 11 months old. I thought I had lost these forever, you guys, and she said she snuck them out in a jacket because she didn't want me to make a mistake, and they even smell like they used to still because she wrapped them up and so carefully packaged them away from me. And I don't know, I couldn't wait to share this with y'all. This is my father. Can y'all see my birth father? Can y'all see him there? And there's other pictures in here. And so it doesn't matter that my mother didn't save any pictures for me or have any pictures of me. My sister took care of me, and I have that. And I'm going to go off camera because I forgot. Well, I'll just save it for you for next time. So next time, mods, if somebody can, oh, y'all didn't get to see my dad? My birth father, let me try again. So, he was a good looking man. I think that's about the best picture. See, can you see? Anyway, So if you're a patron, I'm going to be putting a couple of pictures of it on Patreon, so that, and sharing that with you guys in more detail, and you'll get to see that. But I don't think you can see it, but he was a good-looking man, and I'm so proud of my sister for doing that for me. And my wonderful mods, if y'all will remind me next week to share with everybody something else that my sister, yes, I do look like my dad. I don't look like anything like my mother. Remind me to share something else with everybody that my sister saved for me and surprised me with over the weekend. So anyway, that's my weekly spotlight, what my sister did for me, and I couldn't love her more, and I couldn't thank her more, and I'm so proud to be a part of that family, and I'm so glad that my mother married her father and gave me the gift of them. Oh, look how many, Paula looks like her dad and Rita looks like her dad. And my birth father, when y'all see Cindy and Mike on here, my cousins that are always interacting, they're on my father's side. And so that makes it very special too. Okay, so I know that was a lot, but I couldn't wait to share with you. Patricia, congratulations on your apartment, sweetheart. So let's see, topic 8, 2020 epic road trip updates and meetups. Okay, so I am no longer in Texas, Toto, and again, because of all the death threats and 2 stupid videos that is encouraging people to shoot me and blow up my van, I can't even remotely share with you what my location is. And I know that you guys understand that and support me, but Gina, well, I don't know where you get your looks, Gina, sweetheart, but I'm grateful to whoever gave them to you, because you're a pretty woman. I've left Texas, but before I could leave Texas, I had to go by a mechanic. I had to go to the grocery store. I had to, all the things that you have to do. Go shower. That's why my hair looks like this in a ponytail and everything. Because I wanted to take advantage of the state park and the showers before I got on the road. And oh, you know what? I need to back up. But this isn't 2020 Epic Road Trip yet. This is still on Weekly Spotlight. So Cherie's youngest daughter gave me, and her daughters, her babies, Cherie's grandbabies, my niece and my great nieces gave me this shirt, Texas. They gave me another sippy cup, which I probably ought to start using, right? And her daughters, they're young, and they thought that I needed colored pencils, because they didn't see any in my purse, because their mom has colored pencils and crayons and stuff in her purse for them when they go places. And so that was a care package from Megan and her 2 daughters. And then you guys know Elizabeth and Cody, again, Cherie's middle daughter, and I've been camping with a lot. They got BANDIT this. Can y'all see these little suction cups? Here, they're suction cups, and you put this on the floor or something, and you can put like peanut butter or a little smear treat in there, and see, he knows. He's like, ooh, is that got a treat in it? I'm sorry, baby, I'm teasing you, I guess, and I didn't mean to. So they got BANDIT something. They tried to get stuff that would fit in a van. They got me a little WD-40. They got masking tape. Isn't this awesome? And not masking tape, really strong 3M tough duct tape. And so I was joking, we were all joking about, oh, Patricia, thank you, sweetheart. That is so sweet. And I know with you moving into an apartment that you could use that. And so I just really appreciate that so much. That is so sweet of you. Love you. And if you guys don't remember Patricia, she's who we went to see in Vegas, and now has moved, and I get to go read her email and hear all about that. But she'd moved, and then she moved again. Okay, so we were joking about MacGyver. Do y'all remember that TV show MacGyver, and how you could do anything with duct tape? He could do anything. And so I got to tell my 12-year-old great niece about MacGyver, and she's like, what do you mean fix anything? And I'm like, you can fix a boat and sail across the Atlantic with duct tape. And she was like, Aunt Debra, you're so weird. And so I turned this into a science thing, you know, because I used to teach science, and so I turned that into a science with my niece, and we had fun with it. And then they gave me some silicone, which I can use and keep in the back. And oh, and the most coolest thing, and I left it in here, but I really need to start using it. This light that has a hook, and okay, I'm going to turn it on, but it's going to blind you. It is so bright. Wait. Look how bright that is. Isn't that awesome? That's like totally bright. Anyway, so they gave me this care package too. So my sister gave me treasures, and so did some of her kids, and I just love them, and they all came by to see me, and I just appreciate them so much. Oh, Janice, you became a new patron, a Coco Fam member. I will be introducing new Coco Fam members soon, and so I can't wait to meet you and introduce you on there. Oh, good, you guys. I'm glad y'all know those lights. I needed that up front in the cab when I sit up there. And so I'm running over. I know that. So now I will wrap up with the 2020 Epic Road Trip updates and meetups, and I'm sorry, mods, that I keep bouncing around. But so today I went by a mechanic shop because I had some water spilling out from underneath, and I sent a video and a picture to my cousin and to my friend that had gave me the loan to get my van fixed, and both of them said it was probably AC dropping water, AC dripping. Does that make sense? Michael, you're on here. You can tell them what you thought it was or what it was. But they noticed something hanging down that shouldn't be hanging down. And so I contacted Robert, who had done the work, and he's like, no, what is the name of the light? That's a good question. And I'll try to find it and put a link in the video description. But that's a good question. It is distributed by Harbor Freight, but it doesn't have a name. It's a Harbor Freight light. And anyway, and so I took it by a mechanic shop, and he looked at it, and he said that it is supposed to be there, and he just battened it down more. He put some ties around it better and tightened the screws and everything. But he said it's supposed to be there. It keeps bags and trash and small rocks from flying into the engine. So I was able to rest a lot better about that and continue on eastward to, cable ties. That's it, Robert. And continue on toward the east on my epic road trip, because the next meetup, you guys, is in Alabama coming up. And if you haven't checked that out, please do, because if you're anywhere in any of the areas of any of my 7 remaining meetups, I want to see you, whether I have met you before and know you and haven't seen you in a while, or whether we have yet to meet. I want to have new friends and see my old friends as well. And between here and there, I have no clue, you guys, where I'm going to be staying. I'm making this up as I go along. Yeah, that's what the guy said. He said it was a rock shovel. His name was Dub. I loved that. And in fact, his name was Mr. Dub C. And I thought of C Dubs, but it was Dub C. And he was a great guy. But anyway, I don't know where I'm staying, what I'm doing. I'm just heading eastern. And yes, and God bless everybody and all of that's having, God bless Alabama and everybody actually, but the storms and everything. And everybody stay safe. I'm friend hopping. I am doing one night stops at places, and just kind of rolling on down the road. And it gets kind of, I would tell you it gets scary, but it's not really so much scary. It's just a walk in faith, and I've said that before. And I'm just having so much fun. I can't be scared, because it's just too great. And yay, I look forward to meeting you guys in New York. That's what I'm saying, Carol. I'm just having such a blast, and I hope it shows that I get to do this, and what a blessing it is, you know, for somebody that wasn't even supposed to know when 2016 rolled around. I'm so blessed, and anyway, I don't know that I'll get to drive like this again, but I sure am enjoying it this year, and I hope to. You never know. And Appalachian Mountains. I think I go through there. I don't know. Thank you, Christine. I hope it does. I have to look at all of my friends that I'm going to go see, and everybody has a link to my spreadsheet that shows what my next stops are. And I'm just looking at the maps and deciding on places to go. I can't remember. I keep having to look at the spreadsheet. I don't know one place to the next. So I don't know if I'm going through the Appalachian Mountains or not. It's not on my next 2 stops. I know that much. Because I haven't seen it, and that's as much as I can retain to plan ahead. Is it other than the stops like for my meetups and my friends? Those are kind of set in concrete, and I just have to get there between. I hope that makes sense, you guys. I don't know if it made sense or not. I have certain spots I have to get to, and I just don't know the in between. I hope that makes sense. And it is a little bit nerve-wracking, but it's all, I'm having too much fun to let that get to me. Oh, good Midnight Run, Kennel, thank you. That's really sweet of you to look that up for everybody. And I think that's it. I will see the Appalachians. Oh, good. Thank you, Susan and Karen. And yes, check out my website for all kinds of things. And I'm running over, and I didn't mean to, but it was a great night. And I'm at a city park, and so I probably ought to, because I got all my lights on the inside, and it's probably drawing a lot of attention. I don't want to make people nervous, so I'm gonna get out of here pretty soon and move on down the road a little bit more tonight before I stop for the night. Don't know where that's going to be. Wish I could share it with you if I did, but I don't. So here, come say good. Can you say good night? Can you say good night? He just does not know who I'm talking to. He thinks I'm talking to him. Yeah, y'all hear him? He growled. He's like, "Don't touch me, Mom. I don't know what's going on." All right, guys. Love you. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Thank you for the super chat tips on here and on PayPal, everybody. And thank you for getting my book, Victoria. Robert, thank you for all the links, and to my mods. Y'all rock. I love you. Thank you for all that each of you do. And I will see you next week, and I'll have videos up again pretty soon. All right, everybody. Mwah. Take care. See you down the road. The X is over here. Bye. Love you. Say bye, Bandit.